Now, with you guys, because you've got Martin style bridges, you're going to have to figure out your center line relative to your fretboard and have it on this side, because your bridge is going to be like this. This is where your flat side is. So you'll be using it to line up so it is perpendicular 90 degrees to your center line. In this case, because I'm doing the Gibson style, I'm going to have an easier time because I will line it up with my center seam on the back over here. And before I do anything else, I want to establish exactly where my E string is going to be, the treble E string, and I want to establish my, my center point of my bridge. So if I take my calipers, usually the bridges are just over 6 inches, so it makes it a little tricky. Oh, but this one's just a hair under. Look at that. It's 5.979. So 3 minus 10 thou. There we go. This is my center line. And what I can do is I can just put a little scribe mark there. So I know that this is my center. So it's going to sit centered like that. But the other thing is I want to figure out exactly whereabouts on my bridge my E string, my treble E string will be. And its scaling is 25.4 inches. So just going to make sure that I'm correct. 200,000. Good. So I'm doing pretty all right. So on my bridge, I want to have a fair bit of space between the front. If I have it too close to the edge, there's a good chance that my bridge can crack here when the guitar is a little bit older. So I'm going to make it so this spot here is going to be roughly where my E string is going to intersect. And that's the cool thing with this method is you don't have to worry about getting it exactly on. It can be within 50 thou. It'll be perfect later on. We'll just make sure that we adjust accordingly. So what I'll do is have my bridge centered relative to my square and have it so I measure 25.4 relative to the E. Should be somewhere around here. And this is kind of in the ballpark, so I'm just going to straighten up my square. I'm going to tape it down with some masking tape. Yeah, that's good. Put a few more pieces down just to make sure that nothing bad happens. Just tape it all over the place. As soon as you know that it's where it's going to be. So my square is not going to move. So now I can line up my pencil line and my bridge should sit there. Everything should be okay. So now what I'll do is I'll line up the ruler here, my treble E string, and 25.4. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is, with my bridge centered, I'll put my ruler along the side of this here, and I'll take the calipers, and now I'm going to just measure the difference to see how centered it is. So there's that, and pretty close. It's not perfectly close though. I'm going to just remeasure again just to make sure. Okay. Oops. So in order order to balance things out, I think I'm actually going to move my bridge over like 50 thousandths of an inch over that way. No one will be able to tell. Just trying to get it as visually centered as possible. So again, I'm going to do that's the end of my, or the side of my fretboard. If I extrapolate the lines all the way to my bridge, it looks pretty close. I'll just calipers and measure that, distance. That distance should be greater. I don't want it to be greater. Am I going the wrong way, maybe? I was going the wrong direction. I want to have it this side. Well, maybe I'm going the wrong direction. Let's see what it says. Maybe I'm going the wrong direction. I'm just lining up over here where sides of my fretboard would be. And one more time. Center. So now measure the distance from that corner here. There. Whew. Just now.